Let's do some wedding guest makeup together. And I have about 20 minutes, so this is gonna be like really doable, very quick. Since I don't have a lot of time, I'm still doing every step, but my skincare, I'm gonna use like a little less than I normally would. That way it sinks into my skin nice and quick. This is road glazing milk. You know your skin, so do what you normally do and what your skin normally reacts best with. I have really dry skin. This is my like special occasion concoction. It's a serum from glazing. Take this serum and it dissolves. Feels like very extra, but I'm telling you, the glow. This is why I only save this for like special occasions. And that was my last one, so. Okay, and then the teensiest amount of cream. This one is the Bobbi Brown Face Base. I'm using like a medium coverage concealer. This one's from Patrick Ta. I like to use 2 shades. This is not any different really than like my everyday routine. So I have a darker shade that's kind of closer to my skin tone, and then a lighter shade that I kind of pop into the highlight areas. I'm in the Bahamas, so we're going for still like light and glowy. I blend this out with my fingers. Patrick Ta foundation. I feel like I'm gonna have people say like, this is just your normal makeup routine, but I feel like that's kind of the point. Like, in my opinion, the #1 tip that I could give you for event makeup is just your routine. Like, find a routine that you like, and that's your routine. You can add a little more eyeliner or a little more concealer. At the end of the day, I don't think you should really like fully switch it up, because you want to look and feel like yourself, and you know what you like best. Don't forget to wipe off your eyebrows. Got a new bronzer that I had never used before this trip. This is the Hung Bingo bronzer in the shade Ambitious. I have the MAC Strobe Beam one. I think I'm gonna do this one. Shade is a little dark on me, so I'm kind of gonna put it. Everyone does it on the back of their hand, but I do it on the palm. That way I don't mess up my self-tan. It's still, we'll fix the hair in a second, but I'm really bronzing because I need to match my body. I look like an unblended mess, but that's okay because we're gonna grab our foundation brush again and go over first the edges, everywhere that has an edge, and then just kind of go over the top, especially if the bronzer is a little dark. This is just gonna blend everything out. Lovely. And this is really the only thing I switch up. I'll add like another element of like a loose powder, because for my everyday makeup I kind of just do a pressed powder situation. This is a Huda Beauty, super like glam thing, but I'm using it not with the puff but with the brush, and this is kind of something I've learned that works better for my skin. And it also, I think the biggest thing for me for event makeup is I don't want my face to look like I have 1,000 pounds of makeup on, because my body doesn't have anything on, right? So I don't want my face to not look like it belongs to my body. That's why we're using a brush and doing light layers. Powder bronzer. This looks like it would do absolutely nothing for me. It honestly looks really cool tone in the pan too, but it's not. This is the shade Amalfi from Say. I'll fix my hairline later, but it's more important to get the blend. Since I started using this, I stopped doing cream blush, honestly, entirely. I also don't want to look like a greasy mess, so Say in the shade Stella, and it is just the prettiest pop, like corally color. This brush is like wet. I don't know why that brush was wet. I'll just put like a tiny bit more than I normally would, but like nothing crazy.
Okay, Matt got in the shower, so it was super loud, but basically for my eyes, I am just doing a little bit of bronzer as eyeshadow. If you're not comfortable with eyeshadow, just start there. It honestly looks better than a ton of eyeshadow looks I've ever tried to do on myself. Don't forget to wipe off your eyebrows again if you got makeup on top of them. And then I'll just use black eyeliner today instead of brown. I have my eyeliner video pinned on my profile as well, so there's a full lengthy video there. I'll curl my lashes and do my first round of setting spray or the powder melt spray before doing my mascara so it doesn't get too wet. I used 2 mascaras here, the Prada one for volume and then the L'Oreal Extensionist for length.
The only other thing I really do differently, I did this powder melt spray on top of the heavier powder, and then I'll do like the light pressed powder after, just so again I'm not greasy. And this isn't technically like a setting powder or a setting spray. Then I'll do one of those on top. This one's the Say, which I feel like works. All right, we're almost done. Since we have like a little more makeup on than normal, again, it just kind of goes back to like not wanting your face to look matte, airbrushed, whatever, when your skin doesn't, kind of a thing. That always, like, that's my biggest pet peeve with makeup, is like full coverage on the face, but then your body has little freckles. So you kind of just want to re-add any freckles that you naturally have. If you don't have any, then that's not really a thing for you, but even like beauty marks or freckles, because it kind of gives the illusion that you're not full coverage because it's not covered up, so your skin is just perfect. I also love using this as like a lip liner because it's kind of like a stain. This is the Rudy Berry, which actually does have a lip stain, but I like the color. Really, for me, for lips, it's gonna be whatever's in my purse. This is from Clarins. What is it? Wedding guest makeup. Save this for all of your spring and summer weddings.